Yo, what's going on? Chavo Guerrero Jr. here, giving a big shout out to Wrestling Rehab. Keep watching, keep listening, and Viva la Raza.
Órale. Órale, Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shout outs to all the junkies out there. I'm on the road. I'm in the hotel room, and the Wi-Fi seems to be acting up. Hopefully, it can hold it together for a few minutes here, man. We are officially on the road to WrestleMania, baby. Yes, the Royal Rumble is now behind us. All right. Lot to get into here in just a short amount of time, man. So let's go ahead and let's do it. First of all, I just want to go ahead and say it was a badass Rumble. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Rumble. I did. We'll start with the tag team match. I had said that this was going to be a good match. Do people really care that much about it? Not really, but it was a good match. I liked it. That fake tag between DIY to get in there and kind of spin everybody's heads around, like, hey, what's going on? I thought that was pretty good. I did. I was like, wow, I'm not sure if I've seen that before. Maybe I have, but the way they pulled it off, I thought it was a really good match. Best two out of three falls. Motor City Machine Guns versus DIY. DIY pulled it off. We saw the return of the Street Profits. Pretty badass, man. I thought it was cool. I like that tag team match. So I want the tag team division to grow. I've said it before. Back in the old days, back in the old school, man, you had real tag teams, a real tag team division going at it. And I loved it. Tag teams since then have kind of, lost its appeal, man. But I'd like to bring it back, man. Real tag teams. So, good stuff. Good stuff by both of those teams, man. Um, I'll leave the two Rumble matches for last. I want to talk about the ladder match between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. Look, the best ladder match that I think I've ever seen is the Hardy Boys versus Edge and Christian. I believe it was at a No Mercy pay per view event. Later on, they threw on the Dudley Boys in there, and those were good. But when it was just one tag team versus the other tag team, it was the Hardy Boys versus Edge and Christian. To me, that was probably the best ladder match. However, that was two tag teams. When you're talking about a one-on-one ladder match, I think this is the best. This was probably, honestly, I'm thinking about the one-on-one, not any, you know, not any Money in the Bank match, not a tag team, not triple threat, not anything like that. Just one-on-one ladder match. I can't think of one that was better. This, to me, was the best one-on-one ladder match ever. Now, I didn't go back and look up every single ladder match, but since the Royal Rumble, I've really been thinking hard and saying, okay, eliminate all the tag teams, eliminate the Money in the Bank matches, eliminate all that stuff. Just think of nothing but pure one-on-one ladder matches. Which one was better than this one that was at the Rumble? And I can't think of one. Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes, at least to me, should go down as the best one on one ladder match ever. Both of these guys can throw down. Both of these guys were doing some great stuff. It was brutal, man. And somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I've ever seen a mini ladder being utilized in a ladder match. When they brought out that little ladder, that like little 3-step ladder, I remember saying like, hey, you could do a lot with that. But it stood out because I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen them utilize a mini ladder in a ladder match. Now maybe they have, I'm not sure. But I was looking at it being like, wow, you could do a lot of cool things with that little ladder, man. But what an awesome match. What a match. Gotta give it up to Kevin Owens. Gotta give it up to Cody Rhodes. Brutal match, man. Brutal match. Very fun to watch. Both of those guys putting it all out there, leaving it all in the ring. Incredible match. Greatest ladder match. Best ladder match. At least for me. One-on-one, that is. Now, we didn't see Randy Orton come out. We didn't see, well, we saw, okay, so Sami Zayn comes out, and I'm not really sure why. Can anybody let me know why Sami Zayn came out? He didn't do anything. He was just there, just like, I don't know, comforting Kevin Owens after he got put through a ladder that was set up in between the ring apron and the announce table. He was just kind of there to just, hey, they're there, they're there. You did your best. Like, what? Why else was Sami Zayn out there? I don't understand. What was the point of that? I'm sure it's gonna lead down to some storyline. They're just not gonna have Sami just run out there and really do nothing, but just kind of give Kevin Owens a little bit of a hug once Kevin Owens was put through a ladder and bleeding from his head, which the way he landed, he kind of rolled back a little bit, looked like he snapped his neck. Man, it was a great match. It was a great match. Brutal, man. What a performance by both of those guys. In my opinion, that is probably going to be match of the year. Yes, it's early in the year, but good gosh, man, especially if you're talking about one-on-one matches. There's probably matches that are going to be bigger than that because Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes, it's not a huge match. It's not like people were really, it's not like the whole WWE universe was super duper invested into this match. So there's going to be bigger matches than that, where they're going to be better matches than it. That's what I'm talking about. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. But man, got to give it up to both of those guys. Um, Cody Rhodes retains the title. Was there ever any doubt? No, not for me, but still enjoyed the heck out of that damn match. All right, let's get to the Women's Royal Rumble. The Women's Royal Rumble is the match that kicked off the show. All right. Um, yeah, Liv Morgan and Io Sky started off. You had a you had a few surprises, right? A few of them that didn't show up. We didn't see Becky Lynch. We did not see Michelle McCool, which is fine. Not seeing Michelle McCool, I'm all right with it because really she's just there just to kind of show off a little bit, but she's not gonna win it. Now, the biggest pop of the night sounded like it was the return of Alexa Bliss. Oh yes, Alexa is back. Come to find out that that was kind of last minute, that they're really having trouble, coming to negotiations were falling a little short, coming to an agreement with the contract, and that Shotzi, that was actually that spot. I forgot what number she came in, but that it was actually slated for Shotzi. What's up, comic book history? Where was Britt? Well, I mean, where was Becky? Where was I mean, there's quite a few names that people were expecting. And Nikki Bella coming in at number 30. Yeah, sure, that was cool. Rumor has it that she might come back full time. Don't know. I, I'm not really sure if I really want to see her full time. Look, if she can go, she can go. If she could throw down in the ring still, fine. Seeing Trish come back, I gotta tell you, I gotta tell you, man. Some people, time has not been kind to them. All right. But man, Trish is not one of those people, man. Trish ages like wine, baby. Son of a gun. Still looking good. But apparently, Shotzi was going to be coming out. That was her spot to come out until they had reached the agreement with Alexa Bliss, and they pushed Shotzi aside and said, and told Alexa, no, not that's your spot now. And look, no disrespect to Shotzi, but it's not even close. It is not even close. Yeah, that was another rumor out there. AJ Lee. I mean, because of CM Punk, throwing AJ Lee out there. I look, me personally, I was cool. I'm not like a huge fan of AJ Lee. If she came back, I would have been fine with it. It's not like I'm against it. But not seeing her come back, I'm like, that's all right. But I mean, that's the thing with the Rumble. You get a lot of rumors out there, and when they don't come to fruition, then you got people complaining a lot. When it's like, well, wait a second, you weren't told that they were going to be there. It's like, yeah, but I mean, the rumors get there, it blows up, it's exacerbated, and it makes you believe. You got to believe if you want to achieve, right? But yeah, I mean, none of these names were really promised to be there. Those were just rumors throughout fans and dirt sheets and all that stuff. And when they don't come to fruition, it's like, yeah, it kind of sucks because you're kind of expecting it, but in reality, I mean, they were never slated to be there. Heck, we almost did not get Alexa Bliss. She looked great without Vince there eyeing her off. What's up, Bessa Benny? Shouts to you out there in Denver, man. Rehab, did you hear Vince Russo was on site? Hey, man, no, I didn't hear he was on site. But there was quite a few names that were there. You had Kurt Angle was there, Mickey James was there. Man, who else was there? Gosh, there was quite a few people that were there in attendance. Oh, The Godfather. How about The Godfather over there smoking it up right before the camera shined to him? Now, I don't think he was smoking a joint. He made the sign like, "Yeah, yeah, let's smoke a joint." But I think he had a vape. I don't think he was actually smoking a joint, even though he put his fingers together. It's like right when the camera shined to him, it looked like he kind of picked, like he had his hand to his mouth, kind of looking down. He got up like or he picked his head up and then just like released. I'm pretty sure it was fake. It had to be. But yeah, the Godfather, man. Yeah, there was quite a few names there. But the return of Charlotte Flair. Now, I said, if I was wrong, okay, definitely with Russo there. Okay, I did not hear that Vince that Russo was there. I'd really love to see uh freaking Vince Russo under the same roof with Jim Cornette. Um, I said that there is no way that Charlotte was gonna win this thing. I went on record and I said no way does she win it, and I believe that because it was too much on the nose with the vignettes that they were doing with their comeback, and I'm like, no, they're trying to throw people off. They're trying to throw people off, making it seem like she's destined to win it, but someone else is going to win it. And I truly believed that Becky Lynch was going to be there. And I was thinking she's going to win it all. But no, she wasn't in the match. But I was sold on no. Charlotte's not going to win it. They're pushing it too much so everybody can believe that she's going to win it, but she's really not going to win it. And she won it. So I got to eat my words, man. I was wrong. I was wrong. She won it. Now, to me, I know she gets a lot of hate, but to me, she is the best. She is the greatest of all time. Before her, I thought it was Trish. I was like, man, Trish. When Trish was active doing her thing, I was like, man, there's never going to be a woman that's going to surpass Trish Stratus just on how great she is in the ring. Oh, no. Here comes Charlotte. And everybody could say, oh, it's because of her dad. That's why she gets such a push. Look, you could say that has something to do with it. That's fine. But you cannot deny that she is all that and a bag of chips in the ring. She is a great wrestler. So her, being Ric Flair's daughter, does that have something to do with it? Yeah, probably. But you can't say that that's 100%. Like she's awful. She's awful on the mic. She can't wrestle. But oh, she's just Ric Flair's daughter. Nah, heck no, man. She cuts pretty good promos and she throws down in the ring. I think she's the best. Let me see. It comes down to the winners. Everyone's saying Charlotte and John Cena gave Flair the win and said, "Let's give Jay." That's she's great. Sad to hear about the divorce though. Yeah, man. I just heard about that today. I just heard about that today. Yeah, yeah. Her and Andrade no longer a couple, man. Which I mean, unless you follow them personally, you probably didn't. You probably don't even really care because it's not like they're really a thing. They didn't really put it out there too much unless you follow them, their personal lives. But outside of that, I mean, they weren't really like a thing, in the business. But yeah, look, Charlotte Flair, she wins. We'll get to the men's Royal Rumble match right now, but Charlotte Flair wins. Now, here's the thing. Where does she go? Where does she go? Now, I I truly believe she goes after Tiffany Stratton. However, there is a story there that you can make her going after Rhea Ripley. That's when she lost. I was there. I was at that WrestleMania. She lost the strap to Rhea Ripley, to Rhea Bloody Ripley, to Mommy. So there is a story there if she goes after Rhea Ripley. Personally, I will leave that alone. And I say you go after Tiffany Stratton. That needs to be the match. That is old lion versus young lion. Both of those girls can throw down. Both of those girls are over. That's the match that I want to see. However, if she goes after Rhea Ripley, would I be extremely highly disappointed? No, not really. But I'd rather see her go after Tiffy time, especially since I'm gonna be at WrestleMania in Las Vegas. How long till he gets the Hardy treatment? Oh, but that's the match that I want to see. If she goes after Rhea, hmm, all right. If you guys don't remember, that would be the what? Third WrestleMania match that they have together because she went after her. She went after her NXT title. A lot of people forget about that. Charlotte went after Rhea Ripley when Rhea Ripley was NXT champion. She won the Rumble and goes after Rhea Ripley, beats her. Rhea Ripley wins the Rumble, goes after Charlotte Flair, beats her. They're both 1-1. So there is some history there. There is something there that you can build. But really, you know what? Save it for another year or two. Save it down the road. Right now, Tiffy time is where it's at. You gotta go Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. So we'll see what happens with that, man. Let me see. I can see Becky beating Tiffy and Charlotte versus Becky at WrestleMania one last time. Yeah, I mean, it seems like Becky Lynch is gonna come back. Rhea versus Ronda, maybe. No, I think if Becky does come back in time, maybe she wins the Elimination Chamber and goes after Mommy, goes after Rhea Ripley, and have Charlotte versus Tiffany Stratton. Right now, that's where it's at. You got to go after Tiffy time. You got to go after Tiffany Stratton. It's not a bad match, Charlotte against Rhea Ripley again. But then again, you're doing it again. Throw a little bit more gap in there. Throw another year or two. You guys can wait it out a little bit more. Right now, Tiffy time is hot. You got to go after that. You got to make that matchup. All right, but before Monday Night Raw starts, let's get to the men's Royal Rumble. Okay, so it starts with Lucha Libre, baby. And as a guy who grew up in the barrio, man, young, watching Lucha Libre, it was actually pretty cool seeing Rey Mysterio and Penta get in there together. And by the way, Penta was eliminated. Now I'm seeing from different platforms, and these are major platforms, right? They got over 1 million subscribers. These are major platforms. Talking about like, well, you couldn't really tell, you couldn't really see. So I'm not sure if maybe the WWE knows these platforms with multi-million dollar subscribers. I mean, dollars, multi-million subscribers, right? Where it's like, hey, just say maybe or something, right? Trying to throw a little bit of a curveball. Because what I saw Penta I saw both of his feet touch. I saw him get eliminated. What a botch, man. And by the way, check this out. If you were not going to have him win, then just have him be eliminated. Don't take us out of the story. We know what we saw, man. If both feet touched and he was not slated to win it all, then at that point, just have the ref say, guy, you're out. You're out. You botched it. Let's not, let's not do this like, oh, I didn't see. Hey, what's doing? No, I guess it's good. Like everybody saw. We don't need this, man. But, oh well. He stayed in there. Uh, I don't know how long he lasted, but he lasted for quite a while. So did Rey Mysterio. Um, the men's match was good. I mean, I said it before the Royal Rumble. This was probably the most stacked Royal Rumble ever with the huge names that you had. And the ones that were left towards the end, like the last I don't know, 6 or something, I was like, damn, look at the star power you got right here. Like, it was incredible to see, man. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, John Cena. I mean, I know Drew McIntyre is all pissed off. He's thinking he's too good for a rivalry to start with Damian Priest, which, I mean, in reality, I actually think that's a good match. I think that's a WrestleMania match. No, it's not a WrestleMania main event, but it's a WrestleMania match. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. From what I understand, Drew McIntyre's over there throwing a fit. I don't know why. I mean, of course, he wants to be the guy to be in the main eventing WrestleMania. So you got Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. CM Punk eliminates both Rollins and Reigns, and then Logan Paul eliminates CM Punk, and the three of them get into it outside. And at that time, at that moment, there was more action going on outside of the ring than there was in the ring. Now, what does this do? Where does this go? Some people are saying, hey, that's a triple threat match at WrestleMania. I'm like, man. Yeah, I guess it can be. There was a lot of good things going on, man. How about that spear? That spear. Okay, Roman Reigns goes in there and starts spearing mofos, right? But what about when Braun Breaker speared Roman Reigns? That came out of nowhere. It looked like Roman Reigns was going to spear Braun Breaker, and then bam, it went the other way around. Braun Breaker speared Roman Reigns, your tribal chief, by the way. That was badass and a half. I didn't see that coming. Not to mention the spear he landed on that dude, whatever his name, Speed or something like that. Which, you know what? Just a quick little gripe. Check this out. Akira Tozawa is slated to come out. Okay, if you're gonna say that Akira Tozawa cannot go and perform in the Royal Rumble because he got injured, do something more than him just getting hit with a forearm to the back. That is not enough. Have some prop out there. Have a chair just kind of there on the side. Do something. You're just going to have him take a forearm to the back of the head, which we see all the time in wrestling matches. Have a chair out there. Have a table laying out, sitting out there for whatever reason. Doesn't matter. and have him get hit with a chair, have him get put through the table, something. All you gotta do is just hit him with your forearm to the back, in between the shoulder blades or the back of the head, and now hey, he can't continue. Like, come on, man, make it a little believable. Have some type of bar, like just by the barricade or something. Have him pick it up and then smash it over something, something more believable, man. And then you send that guy Speed out there, which was cool, I guess, especially the spear that he took from Braun Breaker. That was badass. And then he throws him out. Otis gets him, throws him over his head onto the announce table. Loved it. Jay Uso wins the Royal Rumble. A lot of people are pissed off. It was him and John Cena last in the ring. He eliminates John Cena. He's going to WrestleMania. Main event Jey Uso. I'm not mad at it. There's so many people that are pissed. There's a lot of people that are pissed that Charlotte Flair won it, but there's even more people that are pissed that Jey Uso won it, and they're making their voices heard. And this is the problem. This is the issue with what happened with last year, because you're listening, you're giving, when you gave in to last year with, as The Rock like to call them, the Cody crybabies. Now that you gave in, now they're expecting to do this all the time. Now you're expecting to do this all the time. Oh man, you know what? We're not happy with this, so we're going to change the trajectory of this. Nah, screw that. Was Jey Uso my number one to win it? No, he wasn't. But I'm cool with that. So be it. As Monday Night Raw is starting up right now. But yeah, I'm cool with it. Now, who does Jey Uso go after before before Monday Night Raw really kicks off? Monday Night Raw is in Cleveland tonight, by the way. Look, people are saying he should go after Gunther, or that he's saying he should go after Gunther. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say he should go after Cody, because that's fresh, that's new. Even though there is a story there between him and Gunther, we've seen that too many times. If he goes after Cody, you can have John Cena go after Gunther. That's what I see. Because in reality, if you have Cena go after Cody Rhodes, you're gonna have a tough time having John Cena get over. But if you have him go after, you want John Cena to climb this mountain, man. Jey Uso and Gunther still have time. They still have time in their careers where they can meet again, and Jey Uso can finally get it over Gunther. But I would say the match to make is Jey versus Cody. That, I think, is the match to make. Whoa, man, they changed the street names. Cena and Cody, and man, okay. Watching a little bit of the recap of the Royal Rumble here. But yeah, man, everybody is figuring that Jey is gonna go after Gunther, and honestly, look, junkies, I'll be real with you guys, man. Yes, there's a story there. I get it. I understand that there's a story there, that Jey Uso is like the little engine that could, and he's always falling short. He's always falling short. But in reality, man, WrestleMania, I don't want to see this match again. Put a gap between it. Make this match happen. Crown Jewel, or some. Make this match happen next year, WrestleMania, or something. We just saw it on Saturday night's main event, just a little over a week ago. Oh yeah, man! Charlotte Flair came out with some pyro. But I don't want to see this at WrestleMania. We just saw it not too long ago. I would say the match to make is Jay versus Cody. And if Cena's going to win a title at WrestleMania, he should win it over Gunther. But I got a lot more to say about these titles, about these matchups, and I will do that later on in the week. But for now, I'm going to tap out. I'm going to watch Monday Night Raw, the road to WrestleMania. We are officially on the road to WrestleMania, baby. What life is all about, damn it. Damn right. Loving it. Total Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shout out to all the junkies. Catch you guys on next one.